Hi everyone, Coldon here with another VOX Immortalis commentary guide. This video is for the Kill It With Fire achievement against High Prophet Barum in Lost City of the Tor'vir. This is a fairly simple achievement, and generally if you're able to kill High Prophet in heroic mode normally without much difficulty, then you won't have any trouble with this achievement. It just takes a bit of communication and or planning, so your group kind of knows what to do before you actually need to do it. But if you have Vent or Mumble, that helps a great deal as well. For the first phase, we just tanked him up here. The only reason really is just to keep him as far away from everyone else as possible. And that will force the Phoenix, when it aggroes on other players, to run around the room and leave patches of fire spread out. Those patches of fire are a key to the actual achievement itself. To get the achievement, once the second phase begins, when High Prophet reaches 50%, the soul fragments that spawn will spawn from the location of a random player and then begin slowly moving toward the Harbinger that is being tanked by the tank. When they reach the Harbinger, if they're not killed before they get there, it buffs the Harbinger with a stacking buff that increases its damage output. So normally in the fight you would either want to burn the Harbinger quickly before the stack gets too high, or kill soul fragments before they reach that. But because of the achievement, what you need to do is get 3 soul fragments killed while they have burning embers or burning soul, or whatever the debuff is called. To get that debuff, the soul fragment needs to pass through a patch of fire. So really getting them in position is really up to the tank, where he positions the Harbinger. You also want all your ranged and healer to max range and keep a couple patches of fire between themselves and the Harbinger, so that way it forces the fragments on the way to walk through patches of fire. Once they're through, they get a debuff that lasts 6 seconds, and if they're killed while that debuff is up, it counts as one of the 3 requirements for the achievement. So really, within the first 3 or 4 spawns, you should be able to kill them quickly enough. You can see this third one we actually don't kill before the debuff runs out, but normally you should be able to kill them pretty quickly within that time window. Once you kill all 3 with the debuff, you immediately get the achievement. It doesn't actually require killing the boss, so it's mostly just about planning during phase 1 to get those fire patches spread out, and then positioning during phase 2. This is one of those achievements that becomes harder with more melee DPS, because the soul fragments they spawn obviously will spawn where they're located, and so the tank needs to watch for that and immediately move the Harbinger away and to the other side of a fire patch, or else the soul fragment will absorb immediately. Otherwise, from this point on, it's pretty much just a normal kill. I'm sure you don't really need any guide for this. Just ignore the Phoenix and the egg. That's what we do, and just focus on the boss. The only real dangerous part otherwise is the tank damage when he has his debuff up. So as a tank, try to use cooldowns during that period so that the healer gets a little help. And just finish him off as normal. But yeah, it's a pretty simple achievement, so you should be able to get it without much trouble. And good luck. Thanks for watching.